Hey, Matt, are you feeling better with each outing and feel like you're pitching better and progressing exactly the way you were hoping this spring?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly coming in, I didn't really know what to expect. I had gone up obviously to New Jersey and worked on mechanics and throwing there. And then pretty soon after that, I came here and kind of had to get it going. So um, I think mechanically the work that we've been doing is definitely paying off. I feel like it's very close. And each time out, it's getting more comfortable and I'm able to kind of read hitters a little bit more and kind of get back to what I used to do.
Steve, go ahead.
Matt, with the progress you've made these last two, do you feel like you positioned yourself well to win a rotation spot?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously none of that's my call, and I have to come in here every day and get my work done, and like I said, you just keep working and progressing, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job of doing that, and I guess if there's something I could control, it was me coming in every day and working hard and putting myself in a position to make them make a decision. So I think I somewhat did that pretty well, and obviously there's no settling, and I'm not gonna, whether it's a decision that they make to have me on the squad or not, my goal is to keep coming in, working hard, and get those mechanics solid so I can attack hitters and go after people.
Joe, go ahead.
And obviously this spring's a little different because we're only able to see you in the games, and you've improved in every start in Grapefruit League play. But how valuable has that work on the backfield and in simulated games been for you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we had one when I first got here. Obviously, I got here a little bit late and had to do the whole COVID process and wait for my results back and all that stuff. So I was a little bit behind, and we kind of tried to force one live BP session in, and I think after the first outing we stepped back a little bit and realized I needed to do another one and work on some things, and I think that whole process was huge to get to where we are now, and have had two pretty good outings back to back. So I think talking with them and really, as much as I didn't want to throw in a backfield and get away from game situations, it was I think it was needed, and they made a good call with that for sure.
David Lennon, go ahead.
Hey, Matt, how much the way you pitched for so long earlier in your career was just a very kind of dominant in your face style with the fastball and stuff. How much of it now for you mentally does it take to change, to pitch in a different way, like you've said, to maybe be a little bit more evasive and stuff with hitters now instead of just right at them? Is that hard to do?
Yeah. I mean, I think stepping back and realizing that pretty much every starter nowadays is throwing mid to upper 90s or whatnot, and I would say I was the first one to ever do it, but it seemed like I kind of started the trend with that and now I'm not throwing 100 anymore, so it's I don't quite have the hop and all that stuff like I used to, but I think really digging down and actually pitching is kind of what I'll have to do, and I can still get low to mid 90s, which is definitely I feel playable, and just have to be a little bit more fine with location and like I said, with that sinker now, I think being able to use the four seamer off of that and throw the changeup off the sinker, and really just kind of learn how to pitch all over again and not just throw. And there were games where I remember the fastball was so good that I really only threw fastball slider and got away with it, and now it's I got to pitch more. So it's definitely fun. It's becoming fun again to to figure that out.
And just early tonight, it just seemed like with the off-speed stuff, the Yankees were staying off a little bit early, but you got them to bite a little bit more, it seemed later. Was the location a little bit better on stuff from where I was sitting, it was kind of tough to tell.
Yeah, I think it was just, like I say, with everything, just trusting it and throwing it off the fastball and not trying to place it or baby it in there. You know, I think I said that in my first start. I kind of got hit around with the off speed stuff because I was just, you know, floating it in there. And I think really getting aggressive with every pitch, whether it was a changeup, whether it was the slider was working pretty well tonight. So I think, you know, just really attacking and going after every pitch is, especially with the off speed stuff, was what kind of got me through the outing.
Thanks.
Stan Charles, go ahead.
Matt, I'm just wondering, I know it's only been a couple weeks, but your relationship with Orioles pitching coach Chris Holt, has it gotten off on the right foot? Do you guys have a good working relationship you're developing, you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I you know, we're texting back and forth and, you know, I keep looking at videos from 2015 and before, and he keeps telling me to stop looking at stuff and worry about what I have to do the next day. And, you know, we were definitely getting along really well, and it's exciting to finally be able to feel my mechanics are working in the right direction and you know, be able to pitch again. And it's been a long time. It's been a rough couple of years, but I think we're definitely finally moving in the right direction.